Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the first episode of Fire Force. Now, this is being reacted to because it won a poll, just like Joshiko no Muruzukai and Arafuru, the other anime. So, these are all poll winners, and this one I'm reacting to now. I initially had planned to react to this last Friday, however, that was when the whole Kyoto animation tragedy that was fire related, that was still fresh in my head at the time, so I didn't really feel like I could do really a reaction to that without that kind of having a pretty negative effect on it. So hopefully it's been enough time and I can just kind of do a decent reaction to this show, you know? That's kind of what I'm hoping for. So I don't really know much about the show, to be honest, beyond beyond there being fire being an important element of it. The tags did mention supernatural, so maybe somebody has fire powers or the power to put out fires. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be getting people that shoot fire out of their hands or if they'll just maybe they battle people that shoot fire out of their hands. Like, I really don't know what to expect here. So the one way to find out is to get on into it. So that's what I'm going to do. However, this is the first episode of a new show, so I do have to explain how I do things. I did not show the anime footage in the reaction video itself for copyright infringement prevention reasons. What I do show you is subtitles from the anime down here, right next to a timer, so you can grab your own copy of the show and sync it together with my video. So with all that out of the way, let's just get on into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Solar year 198, Tokyo. Well, starting off with the fire pretty quickly. Well, the fire's been replaced with just the city. Fire Force, yeah, that is the title right there. Okay, well, not super exciting so far, but I'm sure we'll get there. Oh, damn! Well, I guess I spoke too soon. I assuming our Fire Force is gonna have to handle this. Yeah, are you a member of the Fire Force? You gonna help out? Yeah. Oh. Not really something to get excited about. Oh, God. Oh, that looks terrifying. Yeah, I wouldn't be excited to see that. So, what can you do? Fire Force. I guess this is the Fire Force. So I guess it might be somebody that joins the Force later on. Push him away. Yeah, that looks very painful. Don't know what exactly caused that, but I guess we'll find out later. For now, let's take care of this. Yeah, interesting to have a sister there. Just ninja running on over to him. Oh. And boom. Is that gonna put out the flames? Or just evaporate them completely? Okay, yeah, you might want to watch out. Okay, apparently he does have some sort of powers. Oh wow, that shot is amazing. And rescued. Well, did you fall in love with me yet? She's wearing a lot of clothing, but you can easily tell the girl's quite cute. Okay, newly assigned member, okay. Shinra. Yeah, left a bit of a impression there. Devil's Footprint. The name of a band. Well then, opening time. Didn't tell me a whole lot about the world, but anyway, let's just watch the opening for now. Art looks really cool. Very action-packed, very clearly. Very nice animation. Although I do have to get an explanation sooner or later. Probably sooner about how all this works. And there's her sister. Where she wore blonde hair and blue eyes. That one seemed to be quite big. I do like the blue stripes on the outfits. I have a slight glow to them. It's really cool. Yeah, that one was definitely big. Man, very high tension opening. Wow, that was an attack. Boom. Half the city blows up. Special Fire Cathedral 8. Oh, that was a lot of kanji. Basically, yeah, he's being like part of a newly formed unit, basically. Yes, sir. I need some water for all this fire. What? No, it has a nice charm to it. Nice ghetto kind of charm to it. Why are you upside down? Akitaru Obi. Well, at least now I know why he was upside down. Well, aren't you supposed to smile for pictures? I mean, I don't, but because I don't smile in general. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, a little bit close there, man. Trying to make him smile. There you go. I... No, thank you. I don't think he swings that way. Hey, well said. Okay, Deku. Teamwork should be put first. Well then. You have your words, I have mine. Well, I've been told that anyone can be a hero, so... Oh, wow. Never mind. Yes. Yes. What do you want? That did happen. We put the camera like in front or the hand of something. Really very interested in this subject. What the heck? There's nothing wrong with that. Well, something wrong with that visual, I guess, but... And yeah, we get to see a little bit more of that skin than her previous, than the other outfit, you know? But yeah, she is fit, alright. This... Ow! Head chop. Super effective. I like how she smiles through it. I'm not sure that's doing anything. Well then, sorry for... what was I saying? I can tell you, my length is fine right now. Wow. She's definitely making an impression. I wouldn't use the word damp to describe it, but... that was not too safe. Could have told us that without trying to take our heads off. Yeah, that would be pretty horrible. Like, there's no good thing about that. That would be terrifying to live in that kind of world. Like, imagine being on a train or something. Like, the person next to you could just go, boom. Infernals. Like an elemental summon. Well, then how do you get the really big ones in the opening? Okay, I figured that much. How do the outfits have to be so, like, bulky? So, we have our objective. So I assume we'll get more details on his motivation later. If I had to venture a guess, I would say he probably killed someone unintentionally in the past, feels bad about it, and becoming a hero is his way of making up for it. If I had to throw it a guess. Or just somebody died and he regrets not being able to protect them. That's also a possibility. Probably more realistic. What, afraid of a little fire? No, explain it to me. That's terrifying. Well, he already explained the smile thing, and I get it. I often chuckle at things that aren't funny, which people do sometimes misinterpret. So I definitely get it. Man, she is just so fit, I can't get over it. Just look at that body. Unpowered. So, we have like people with powers and people without, I guess. I want to ask her how much she lifts, how heavy are the dumbbells she lifts. Sister, underpowered. Iris, did that say? Second generation pyrokinetic, so he's another pyro. What about you? Also pyro, okay, Maki. I can remember that name, Maki. Maki. Third generation pyro Shinra. Matchbox. Okay, I guess that's fitting. I can't stop thinking about that. I'd be so weird to go anywhere if people just randomly burst into flames and we had no idea when or how it happens. That'd be just... Ugh. Well, I hate to go near in any crowded area. And then no Shobotai. The blue stripes. Yeah, that's kind of an important thing to do. Yeah, pretty much the worst thing that could happen to a person in this world, it seems like. Like, I can't think of anything much worse than just being on fire and... Just, yeah, there's not much worse than being on fire for an extended period of time. It doesn't get much worse than that. Man, the mom there is pretty. Not really. You look like a child with a very low-budget Halloween costume. Very relatable for me. With my bedsheet ghost costumes I often wore. It probably is. How do we penetrate the firewall? Well, we gotta go to hacker. Yeah, I didn't think that would end well. Well, being a hero is one of those things that's easier said than done. Okay. How cool-headed can you be when you're a pyro? Okay, I guess we're ready. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, be careful. Oh! That had to hurt. Uh, uh, I cannot imagine how traumatizing that would be. So... An infernal. Uh, Screw you too. I don't really blame you. I have a name. I think it was Shinra. Yeah, that's how you know the Fire Force is there for you. Yeah, what do you want from me? I was knocked into a pipe pretty hard. What? That was a long 5 seconds. As okay as I can be in this situation. Oh man, that is a nasty one. So cute. Okay, let's take on the boss. With those feet of yours. Your double footprints. Here we go with the... The animation. Ouch! So agile. Oh man, this would be so... I could not imagine fighting something like that. Just so much fire. So, Shinra, you got it in you? Well, that ship's kind of sailed, but you can try to help this person, help your team. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to hear. You can't change the past, but you can always work towards a better future. Still love the blue lines. Kind of somebody want to have my webcam, actually. Not that you can see that, but take my word for it. A definitely hero. Yeah. Boris kind of got the smile from the mother, I figured. Okay. Let's do this. See who's... Let's fight fire with fire, basically. Well, no kidding. What else would he aim for? It's just so much fire. It can almost be hard to tell what's even happening. Well, you're a mean person. Well, no matter what you say, the smile stays, so... Oh man, this animation. But let's see if the attack does the trick. Looks like we hit the core. And boom. Yeah, I think that did it. Well, our job here is done. And I'm already kind of sitting here very hot and sweaty, and watching an anime about fire does not help, trust me. Yeah, she's no longer suffering, that's what matters. Uh, I'm glad you didn't comment on the weird smiling. People do seem to appreciate them. I imagine. Still feel so bad for the mom. Very good, well animated first step, filled with fire. Here we have our ED. As I'm just sitting here sweating to death. Oh, okay. There's some nice visuals there. Not quite what I expected from the ED. A lot more sisters than expected. I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not complaining. You won't find a single complaint from me. But of course, we gotta get fire at some point. Oh, yeah. EDs are not supposed to scare you. Pretty sure there's a rule against that. Veil. Anything after the ED? Next time, the heart of a fire soldier. Okay, that was the first episode of Fire Force, and I would say it was a pretty solid first episode. The title did not lie, there was a lot of fire in the episode. Definitely a lot of fire. Could we watch a show called Ice Force, Water Force, Sky? I would think I would like that better. But yeah, what we got here was fine. I was definitely not sure what to expect with the show. I figured we would be watching a show about firefighters, you know. But I mean, that's what they kind of are. They are fighting against the fire, so I guess that is what they are. But I just kind of imagine them putting out fires, not like putting out fire people, you know. Like, wasn't expecting the whole infernal thing and all that. No idea about any of that. So that was a bit of a surprise. But it seems like basically they handle the infernos and then the more standard traditional firefighters deal with the actual flaming buildings and stuff. But they have to kind of take care of that before they can kind of do their job, it seems like. And this world just kind of has people that spontaneously burst into flames, which is a mystery about why it happens. And from what I've heard, the show has a lot of episodes, so I'm sure we have plenty of time to get a reveal on that exactly. But there clearly are also people that can control fire, so it's, if I had to venture a guess, it seems, I would imagine that the infernos and the pyrokinetics are related in some way. Like the pyros are like the infernos are probably like failed version of pyros, like people that had this kind of fire ability in them, but not the ability to control it. So they just burst into flames and just until they just fade away. Whereas pyros are probably have the same starting point, but they have something that the others don't, and allows them to control it and, you know, actually use it. That's what I assume. Like different branching paths kind of thing. That's my first thought, though. I could be wrong, but that's what comes to mind first. But it is so obvious that it might not be the case. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking here. And our main character, Shinra, he's new to this whole Fire Force thing. He joined. He wants to be a hero. It's basically his motivation. And yeah, he seems to not have been able to be the hero he wanted to be in the past, not being able to save his mother and brother and all that. And now is trying to do better, you know, save others and stuff, which is pretty noble. He has a very smile that people would consider weird, and they call him mean things like devil as a result. So, you know, not the happiest backstory, definitely not. But he seems to be taking it as well as he can, you know, just trying to embrace it and do what he can. So it's all good. And we do have a couple of cute girls in our group, which I personally appreciate that quite a bit. Don't remember their names just yet, but they seem quite nice, especially the one that just kind of bends over and shows all that cleavage. She seems quite nice. I like her, although I like the other one as well. They both seem to be very nice people. So the shower scene especially gave us some good insight into their characters. So I definitely like all that. But animation definitely was pretty impressive at certain moments. Good camera work and stuff. I had no real complaints with the episode, I don't think. Aside from all the fire making me sweaty, you know. I mean, there is of course the one downside where I did think about the Kyoto animation fire a few times throughout the episode, but that's obviously not the show's fault itself, so it wouldn't be fair to criticize it for that poor timing. But it definitely is something that takes away a little bit, you know. But I'm sure that'll be less of an issue as I go forward. But for the first episode, it was definitely something that was on my mind here and there. But anyway, hopefully Shinra can adjust pretty nicely to this new group, and he can, you know, they talked a lot about teamwork and stuff. Hopefully he does become it becomes a nice team. It's a very solid team that he assimilates into, makes some good friends, maybe some romance, you know. I know the one girl was talking that up, so who knows? We'll see. But yeah, good stuff, I would say. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.